Hola, bienvenidos. Gracias por acompañarnos a todos los miembros de la comunidad del Centro de Kabbalah México y bueno, también los que se nos unan desde cualquier parte del mundo. Vamos a platicar el día de hoy acerca de una celebración cabalista que es muy importante y se trata de tu BeAv. Pero antes vamos a dar, y antes de presentarles a mi invitada, que ya le están viendo en este momento, vamos a dar algunos anuncios sobre los siguientes eventos que tenemos próximamente y quiero empezar con pues avisarles que tenemos tu BeAv, tenemos esta celebración que les hablaba hace un momento, el próximo 15 de agosto a las 8 de la noche en el Centro de Tecamachalco. Pueden buscar los informes aquí en la página de comunidad del Centro de Kabbalah para que puedan inscribirse o también en la página de kabbalah.com, ahí viene más información. También recordarles para todos aquellos que preguntan ¿cuándo se abren los Kabbalah 1? Hay un Kabbalah 1 el próximo lunes 12 de agosto aquí en Tecamachalco a las 19 horas y Kabbalah 1 el 29 de agosto en San Ángel también a las 19 horas. Así que los esperamos. También algo muy importante, estamos transmitiendo por Instagram Live y también estamos transmitiendo por Facebook Live. Entonces, los que quieran una traducción al español, porque Rivki habla inglés, pueden irse al Facebook Live, ahí vamos a tener traducción en español y los que entiendan el inglés pueden quedarse en Instagram Live, ¿ok? Entonces, bueno, no sé si ya podemos empezar, yo creo que sí, empezamos con las preguntas. Quiero darle la bienvenida a la maestra Rivki Kutnovsky. ¿Cómo estás, Rivki?
Bien, ¿y tú?
Bien, también, ya estamos practicando el español, muy bien, muy bien. Bueno, voy a empezar de lleno con las preguntas. Primero que nada, ¿qué significa el día denominado tu BeAv? What's the meaning of the day tu BeAv?
Okay, so hi everyone, welcome. Tu BeAv, tu actually means the two Hebrew letters of the date of this special event, which is the Kabbalistic Valentine Day, the Day of Love. Two means the Hebrew letters Tetvav, which together means the number of 15 of the lunar month of Leo, which is called Av. And it's basically the exactly middle of the month of Leo, which is the only time in the year where the sun and the full moon are in their maximum potential and together unified and as a whole. It's the only time, the 15th day of the month of Leo, together with the full moon, the sun and a full moon, and therefore the significance of the potential of awakening soulmate connection, love, relationships.
Gracias, Rivki. Y bueno, este tipo de energía aplica nada más para las relaciones de pareja o también aplica para otro tipo de relaciones. I am asking her if this type of relationships applies only for love relationships, or another type.
So, soulmate relationships is any relationships that we would like to achieve this level of harmony, of unification together. Of course, ultimately with our spouses, with our partners in life, but definitely there are many different soulmate connections also between business partners and also siblings. But the ultimate that we would like to achieve, which is, you know, the companion in our life, which is between spouses and partners for life. So it's mostly about romantic and intimate relationships.
Thank you, Rivki. How can we make the most of this day energy? ¿Cómo podemos aprovechar al máximo esta energía?
I think, you know, just like everything in Kabbalah, it's all about the consciousness. It's always about our intentions. So first of all, to be aware of the huge light and opportunity that is being revealed as a cosmic event, as a window in time. Because first we need to understand that relative to other windows in times or cosmic events like Rosh Hashanah or Yom Kippur, that there's always a taste of also something negative or that we can cleanse, or a judgment that we can cleanse. In the 15th day of the month of Leo, there is only a maximum love, mercy, kindness, unification, unity, and therefore we can also ask for that, to be awakened for that in our life, because to be honest, the ultimate relationship that exists is also between our soul and our soul's core, which is the life force of the Creator. So the quality and the level of the connection between our soul and the light is also being awakened in this very special 24 hours. So we can also ask and awaken any lack we have in our life to be able to fulfill it. So first of all, the understanding, of course, and the focus and the consciousness that can be awakened, that we can tap into it. And I just want to add that what makes it so special is that we know that 40 days before a person is born, any person is born, in the heaven, in the supernal world, actually they announce of that person's soulmate. So 40 days before we are born, our soulmate is being announced, meaning the energy of our soulmate is being awakened. Now we know Rosh Hashanah, the lunar new year, is when the human being were created. And we know that the 25th day of the month of Virgo is actually when creation was created. And something interesting is that 40 days prior to the 25th day of Virgo is BeAv, is the holiday of love. So really, this is really the time that our soulmate energy and soulmate partners are being awakened, and we can tap into it. It's available.
Thank you, Rivki. Les recuerdo que si quieren hacer preguntas, tengo aquí también la transmisión, entonces podemos ir viendo sus preguntas en un momento más. Y bueno, pero vayan haciéndolas para que las tengamos ya listas. La siguiente pregunta, for those of us who have a partner, what can we do to harness together the energy of this day?
You know, I believe that when you're in partnership and when you're in a relationship, you don't need to wait for a holiday to celebrate each other. But definitely this day, because this energy is out there, to try and think, how can I, what can I do that I normally don't do for my partner? To show higher level of appreciation, to show more gratification, to be more in a place of counting my blessings and be more aware of the gift that we are able to create together, because it's so easy to fall into routine and to take things for granted, and we forget the blessings and we forget to appreciate. So definitely it's a day to awaken a higher level of appreciation, a higher level of connection, even to take new decisions, how to create better bonding with each other, or for those of us who are looking for relationships, even try to look inside, why do I want to be in a relationship? For what purpose? Is it coming from a true place? Is it more of a needy place? Kind of recalculate and reevaluate where I come from when I enter into a relationship, whether it exists already for 40 years or whether I'm just dating or I am looking to be in a relationship. It's kind of a time of self-reflection and take new decision of what does it mean love for me, and what am I looking to do? Am I coming to take? Am I more in a place of coming to give? And reevaluation.
For singles, any recommendation for these days to attract our soulmate?
Sure. So definitely, I see it a lot that a lot of people say, I just want to meet my soulmate, and I really want to meet my soulmate, and I just want to have a soulmate relationship. And that's amazing, because desire is really the seed, it's the beginning of everything. But I have to say that a lot of people, when they say, I just want to have a soulmate, I just want to find my soulmate, I just want to be in a place where I feel that's my soulmate, to feel that inner peace, they're not necessarily really mean soulmate relationship, because, and this is good, for singles, because I always tell singles, use that time that you're still not in a relationship to kind of get stronger from within and kind of refocus, because a true soulmate connection is at least the desire that you and your partner are doing soul work. So most of us, either we have a need that, we would like to fulfill it, or we just, either we look for mini-me So we have this comfort together, you know, so just I find someone that is very similar to me, and then I have peace and quiet and no arguments, and everything is really cool because we understand each other. And guess what? In just a matter of very few time, it's gonna get so boring because what else to do? Or we trying to look for the opposites because we're so empty or maybe needy for something which is the opposite of us, or we just want to be seen with a certain person because it means something about us, how people look at me, or if I'm with this person that is the exact opposite of me, I can feel it complete something that I am missing. Either way, as the Kabbalists always say, it's not what we do, it's how we do. So intentions and consciousness is everything. Am I willing to do the work? Because there's always a work together. A relationship that is built on a soul work is that consciousness of bringing that love of the light of the Creator into the relationship. And the only way to do it is when we enhance a work that is something which is outside of me and my partner and our little life that we are building together. Something that we do for the community, something that we do for other people, you know. So this we should also keep in mind. I mean, attraction and same language and understanding and everything else that we're looking for to have with our partners are not less important, but if we don't add that special ingredients of something outside of me and my partner and our little life we're creating, it might be a great relationship, but it won't last, and definitely it's not going to be a soul relationship. So this is something we can also inject in these 24 hours.
Can you share some of the Kabbalist wisdom that will help us to improve our relationships?
So, you know, something interesting that I heard from my teacher, from Karen Berg, you know, in the universe, we have the North Pole and the South Pole. And each one of them is working in their own way of integral. So each one of them is pulling to their own side. But because there's this strength, there is significant strength of each one of them, pulling in an opposite way, actually it allows the world to spin. And this is something very, very beautiful because, I mean, we can look, I think the best example is the Rav and Karen. The Rav and Karen are teachers, the founders of the Kabbalah Center, were literally like salt and pepper. If there was anything different, they represented it. The Rav came from this very orthodox world, and Karen came from very esoteric, spiritual world. And the first thing, you know, that the Rav saw Karen's books of all the astrology and astronomy, you know, the Rav actually took the books and the Rav said, we have no use of it, and the Rav threw it out, literally threw the books out. And Karen asked the Rav, hold on, if you cannot see what I'm interested with, what makes sense to me in your world, then I don't have space in your life. And this is something that, you know, it's a big lesson, because I think you know, after the honeymoon stage, the attraction and the fun and the sense of humor, we all get into a place where, okay, now what? Maybe I shouldn't be in this relationship, and maybe that's not the best person for me. But the Rav and Karen, you know, had this purpose together, and they knew that in order for them to achieve what they wanted to achieve, they had to find the bridge together. And so the Rav learned to bend, and Karen helped the Rav to bend. And that makes a really strong Leo that is able to bend, you know, to his partner. But at the end of the day, it's, you know, male and female are really two different softwares. And that's what makes us so unique and so special. So we don't need to make each other like us, or listen to us, or make them make us happy. We need to celebrate each other's differences and learn each other, and through that create something together. That's, I think, the beauty of spiritual relationship.
Why do you think it is so difficult today to keep couples together, or even find a partner?
Okay, that's a very interesting question. I think overall, you know, the nature of the world, we become more, you know, more alone in our own way, you know, our life are more with our phones than anyone else. We spend more time on our phones than actually talking to someone or listening to someone. And so we also don't take the time to look inside and learn ourselves. And I really believe that one of the mistakes, let's say, that people do is that when they don't understand themselves and they're just trying to chase after what they feel they need, finally, when they're in a relationship, it becomes their own mirror. And they start understanding things about themselves that they didn't see before, and they're not ready to handle this information, and so they start blaming, and they start creating a distance, and they start creating assumptions in their head. Maybe it's not the best person for me. Instead of looking inside, understanding who I am, what I stand for, what are my values, what's important for me, and also what is it that I need to improve. And when you're able to listen better and understand that any relationship is an opportunity to grow and evolve on my personal level, then you can take the relationship to the next level. I think it's so difficult because we always see relationships and we see other people from our eyes only. And if we only see it from our eyes, then of course we will have so many things that are not going to make us happy, instead of trying to see the person in front of me from their eyes, from their shoes, and try to really understand and get them what's important for them. So I'm in a place that I can also share and help that person because I come from care. I don't just come from my neediness and I have to make this work. Less reactive, more proactive.
Rivki, in your big experience teaching about relationship couples in the Kabbalistic wisdom, what is the main mistake that people make when we are in a relationship?
So, you know, Kabbalists believe in the concept that called tikkun, which means correction. Which means that every soul that come into this world, every person that come into this world really came to accomplish their tikkun, their correction. And in very short, the tikkun is really the package that we are all born with. A part of it, it's our astrological sign, it's our parents, it's the way we grow, it's our environment, it's who we are, it's also our skills and gifts. But there is a purpose, there is a mission on a soul level, that everything around us, you know, is dedicated from the universe to support us accomplish this very important job in a very short time we have on this planet. So if we are not aware of our tikkun, of what is it that we need to improve, and why is it that we actually came into this world, then a lot of this struggle and the challenges we will go in life, or we will go in the relationship, will come on the account of the connection, of the love, because we will confuse. We won't understand the exact purpose of why I have to go through a difficulty or through a certain challenge, and we will mix it with blaming the people around us or the situations or the relationships that we are at. So I'm a big fan of education and knowledge, and it's very important that we each understand, you know, what is my purpose in life. So when I enter into a relationship, I am open to use my partner to actually help me grow. And I think, again, you know, one of the things that people are always looking in relationship is comfort. I just want to be comfortable. I don't want anyone to make too much noise in my head. I don't want anyone to contradict me. Let me be, let me do what I want to do, and we're all good. We're all good here. We understand each other. Unfortunately, this is not a spiritual relationship. Actually, the Kabbalists say that one of the ways to have a soulmate relationship is actually to find someone who will actually cause you discomfort, to actually push you to grow, a productive discomfort, you know, to push you to evolve and to grow. And because, I mean, I've seen it before. I've seen couples that together, and there is a lot of discomfort, but they're actually growing. And after they separated, they ended up in different relationships where they're more convenient and more comfortable, but there is less growth. So there's always this decision, and again, if you have knowledge and tools, of course you know how to overcome and grow through challenges. But if you're not, then of course you'll separate, because this discomfort is, as a human being, we will push it away. So it creates a lot of misunderstanding and lack of communication, and definitely not a happy relationship.
Rivki, thank you very much. It was a pleasure being with you.
Thank you.
Time is over, so thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you're going to have a beautiful 15 of BeAv. Thank you.
Gracias a ustedes. Estoy revisando aquí, creo que nadie tiene preguntas, ¿o sí? A ver dónde las veo, porque no veo por acá. Aquí veo Laura Cedillo. So, the essential is to be sure to know who are you, no matter if you are in a relation or if you are single.
To know who you are, it's something that we recommend regardless to relationships or not. I mean, because, you know, you cannot give something that you don't have. So if you're not aware of your strengths and your weaknesses, it's confusing. Then also, what do you give? We don't want to run on empty batteries. You know, if we have an empty vessel, we can only give an empty vessel. So understanding who you are, it's also be aware of your gifts and skills, and also be vulnerable enough to understand what is it that I need to strengthen and improve. So of course, it's recommended for anyone.
Gracias a Mari Carmen, a Sophie, a William, a Laura, Moy, a Argelia, Silvia, Rosy, Rog y todos, Marcela, Cortés. Gracias a todos los que se unieron a nosotros, y quiero dar un agradecimiento muy especial a Yami, a Diego y a Santos, que son nuestros voluntarios que están haciendo esto posible. Desde luego también a todo el equipo de Student Support y de Marketing que están aquí hoy, Meche, Fer y Ruti, y recordarles, el próximo 15 de junio, 8 de la noche, BeAv, aquí en Tecamachalco, Avenida de los Bosques, 125. Déjenme decirles que se va a poner muy bueno, o sea, de verdad va a estar muy bueno, así que apresúrense a inscribirse. Cualquier duda, bueno, ya saben que tenemos las redes sociales disponibles, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, y bueno, también si quieren venir al centro a hacer preguntas, está perfecto. Ay, perdón, dice junio ahí, ¿verdad? Perdónenme, 15 de agosto. Son los errores de producción. 15 de agosto, o sea, este 15 de este mes. Muchísimas gracias por habernos acompañado.
Gracias.
Thank you very much, Rivki, again.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure to know your knowledge and to share with all the people.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Gracias, bye.